I like the stream. Give me a shout out now or ILL report. Meow meow meow. Sorry, Marty walked on the keyboard.
Now a draw play. This is Connor. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Like 80.
Throwing on second down. Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Go Huskers.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with Drake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right, that run after catch.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Connor, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Drake will start the drive on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Drake, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona 1st.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 7. On first and goal, Drake. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Steelers on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on. Check safety, check safety.
On the draw, Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
180. Time to go. Night.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.